Let's see, where are we looking with this thing? I'll put you a little more like right there, maybe. Awesome. I have looked at these rocks, but I still haven't washed them off and looked at them. So we're going to do that. Oh my goodness, I have like literally, I think somewhere in the realm of like 80 pounds of rock to look at today. I mean, we probably won't get through it all today, but I think that might be somewhere in about the realm of what they think I got at the auction. Hey, Spot. Happy Wednesday to you. So as I was just saying, I went to an auction up in Alberta on Saturday, and it was hosted by the Southern Alberta Rockhounds, and I had a ball. I had an absolute blast. I don't have a rock club around here. There's not one that's even kind of close. And so to go meet other like-minded people, a whole group of people who are interested in rocks and lapidary equipment, and it was absolutely, I had the time of my life. I had a ball. So, you know, they always say there's no friends in auctions, and of course we gave each other a hard time, razzed on each other, and it was all in, you know, fun, kidding and in fun, but oh my goodness, how too much fun did I have. Oh yeah. So, I want to wash these as we look at them, so I think maybe the way to do that is just go ahead and just get them in here, I guess. Hopefully there's nothing in here that can't handle being wet. So there were, as you can see, I'm going to turn this around just a little bit. There's a label on here. This is my auction number. I was number 15, and this was looks like lot number 9. And so there were just tons of these. I think they had 250 lots altogether. Some of it was lapidary equipment. I just had a moment, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I just had a moment where I was looking at these going, are those my rocks? Did I put their rocks on top of my rocks? And then I realized, no, this is still labeled. This is still labeled lot number 9. I really haven't even looked at all of these, I don't think. I thought that I had. I thought that I'd picked them out of that other box down on the floor and put them in here, but no, these are a surprise to me. I mean, I've obviously looked at some of them that are on top, but I haven't really got in here. This one's super cool. This one phosphoresces, especially this part up here. It lingers for quite a while. Lights up and lingers. Good morning, Rebecca. It was a lot thanks to Rebecca that I was able to get up there and do this sale. I would have probably never even heard about it. Her and her significant other had been keeping their eyes on Facebook for used lapidary equipment and stuff, and she saw this listing for this auction and was like, are you going? Heck yeah, I'm going. And he went up with me. She had to stay back, take care of the dogs and stuff here on the home front, but he came up with me and helped me load all this stuff up, and so a huge thanks to Becca and Jason. for helping this whole thing even happen. I'm gonna hang on to that one for just a minute. He's full of crud. Ooh, that's pretty. We'll put that in the sink. Oh, what else is in here? Yeah, so like I say, huge thanks to them. Huge thanks to the Southern Alberta Rockhounds for hosting this sale. They did an excellent job, and they were an absolutely delightful bunch of folks. I had so much fun. Can you tell I had fun? So there was a bunch of these lots all across the room, all the way around the room, and the auction had started, and they were bidding on some stuff, and there was this guy. He was a real character. He was up ahead of the bunch of the ahead of the bidding, and was rifling through one of these boxes, and there was kind of a lull in the sale, and I loudly said, "Hey man, quit touching all my rocks." Of course they're not my rocks until I win the bid, and but you know, rockhound to rockhound, they got the joke. It was funny. I'm glad you are, because I don't have time. It was awesome. I mean, yeah, I had to almost pinch myself, Spot. It was like a rockhounder's dream come true, right? I'm sure this is, you know, nothing compared to going to like the Denver show and things like that. But still, as far as, you know, for being out here in the middle of nowhere and getting to meet other like-minded people, just what a day. What a day. Couple of agates I'm pulling out of here right off the bat. They smell like old saw oil. Sometimes rocks smell. We all know that. Let me turn this. You know, I had a towel here for my hands, and now I don't. Oh, there it is. Don't know where to put it. Al Gold, good morning. Or afternoon if it's an afternoon where you are. Wyo! Hey, it's been a while, Wyo. Happy Wednesday. I hope your week is going well so far. It's that good old hump day, so we've made it halfway through the week. Congratulations, everybody. Yeah, so Rebecca's saying that this auction was so close to home. That auction was closer to me than the next biggest town is, like by far. So yeah, I was glad to buzz on up there. And like I say, to meet the Lapidary Club up there, not, you know, the whole club, but a lot of its members. Jeez Louise, what a goofy bunch. I loved it. I loved it. I shook their hands on the way out and said it was a pleasure to meet you, and they were like, it was a pleasure bidding against you. Oh my goodness, what a lovely bunch. Ooh, this is pretty. It's got a little bit of pink in it. So a lot of this stuff, I really don't know where it comes from. Especially when we get into the slabs, I'm going to want your guys' help big time in identifying a lot of what I got. That's pretty. I had no trouble at all going up into Canada. The gal at the border was super pleasant. All smiles and just a lovely gal. Coming back into the States after I'd purchased all this stuff, I was actually really concerned, you know, are they going to want to look at all of this? Are they going to say it's not clean enough? Are they going to give me any crud? And the guy was just stale. Like, I did not get the impression that he wanted in the least to hear about my rocks. Like, I think honestly it was getting towards the end of his day and he was just like, yeah, what'd you go up for? Do you have any food? Do you have, do you have any, why don't you have a passport? I went up on a birth certificate and a driver's license and that really wigged him out. And yeah, he was over it. He was like, go on through. But he was just stale. Like he had no personality at all. Like I say, end of his shift. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but no trouble coming through back into the States either. It was a up and back kind of thing. I made it back just in time to drop all of this stuff in the driveway and head up to my son's homecoming football game. And that didn't get done. And I left here at like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning to get over there. Ooh, this is really pretty. Really pretty. I don't know what it is. I left at like 7 o'clock in the morning to get up there for this auction. And when I got home from the football game, it was about 9:30 at night. And I was exhausted. I'm going to catch up on the chat really quick while you guys look at this. Rebecca's giving away all my secrets. Yeah, I gave her a bunch of big slabs. We'll look at slabs if we get time, guys. Let's see. Rufo! I'm so jealous that you're in Utah right now. Man, if I could go down there and find some dino bone. No, Spot. I'm right on the border. I'm in Montana, like 7 miles south of the Canadian border. So it's literally just a stone's throw away, the border is. I've grew up here and I've always considered myself to be a Camerican. Oh my goodness, Rufo. I've been really like not bugging you and just checking in on your updates because I know you're super busy, but I'm going to probably bug you after this about that. This is gorgeous. Some kind of an agate. It's got a little bit of like blue body stuff happening right there. And these beautiful little pockets. Okay, moving on. Let me check the chat one more time before I run over there. Yes, the one I crossed back on is very small. The one I went up on is, yeah, like Becca says, 24-hour. It's a big border crossing. I would love to rock hunt Utah as well, Wyo. In fact, I consider Utah to be the other Montana because it's the only place that's as awesome as here. Cool. When I went up, it was a big crossing. When I came back down, it was a little crossing. Yeah, but when you're on vacation with your family and stuff, but I do have some exciting news to share with you, and I think well, I'll share it with you guys probably by the end of this live, but I don't want to go there just yet. I have a big surprise up my sleeve. Here's here's a petrified wood. This is pretty stinking cool. I kind of am digging this. I don't know what the heck a person would do with this, but look at this jasper. Jasper agate. It's a jasper. Lots of red, lots of yellow. All right, we probably better scoot through these or we're never even gonna get to the slabs. Okay, guys, what's this? What is this? Mookite? Malachite? No, mookite? Looks like it's not mookite. It's mookite's cousin. It's mookite's American cousin. The less sexy cousin. What is it? Anyone? Bueller? It's a Jasper. Okay, good enough. Let's really throw a banger in the mix here. This is one of my favorites. If you haven't done the thing where you adjust the video quality into HD, you should probably do that now. I totally agree, Spot, that especially what I was doing was not in the slight bit entertaining to him. He was bored out of his mind. Like I say, he did not want to hear about what I'd been doing up in Canada. He asked a couple of questions. It's pink down here. It's really pretty. You adjust your video quality. If you're on your phone, just touch your screen and you should get a little gear up in the top right corner. If you click that little gear, it should give you an option for video quality. Anyway, I'm absolutely head over heels in love with this rock. It'd make beautiful slabs, but I don't know if I have the heart to cut it because I love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Where do we put it? So y'all can see it and keep seeing it. That's kind of not bad. Oh, good. Yes, and let me tell you, this was a victory for me. Like I say, just meeting other rockhounds like that was victory enough. But I also came home with, like I say, I think my auction slip says that I came home with like 80 pounds of rocks. This is a beautiful agate. Big old pet wood. And I have a mystery rock in here. Actually, I'm going to probably get after it. I think I'll ask you guys. We might revisit it a couple of times. And what is this? Help. I'm going to hold so still, hoping that your cameras are focusing on this. Is my camera focusing on this? That's an important question as well. It looks to be. Is this a bone, you guys? Is this dino bone? Or does wood do that too? Does wood ever get that, I mean, it looks maybe like wood up here with the banding in it. But I have honestly never seen wood do such a spotty thing. Urgh. I can't get it to focus. Dang it, Bobby. I'm not sure either, Weil. Either way, this one and this one are probably my favorites out of this bunch that I've seen. Like I say, I was surprised as I was dropping this all in the sink how much of this I have not looked at. I'm not over the moon about that piece. Here's a little geode or a thunder egg, and it's okay. Again, we probably ought to scoot through some of this. What's that? Palmwood can look like that, but so I know exactly, Rufa. I'll send you a picture of it later. Let me know what you think about it. Here's a big old knotty piece of pet wood. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, this is a pet wood. And it's doing all kinds of stuff. It's like jaspery over here and agate up here. That'd make some nice slabs. Little slabs, but they'd be nice. Here's another chunk of pet wood. This rock, I don't know what it is, but it sure did pop under the UV. It might have even phosphoresced under the UV. This bunch of it in particular, this side of it, was really glowy. Is it just a big quartz? Big chunk of green, something stuck in it? I don't know. I do know, like I say, that end popped. Popped under the UV. Holy camole! What is this? There is, excuse me, one more time I try to clear that frog out of my throat. There is some super like blue-green stuff in here that I have no clue about. This is one of them. What if we try something like this to keep the camera from focusing on other things? Look how blue that is. Oops. I can only do one thing at a time. I can only look at the chat or show you rocks, but I wanted to see what you guys are saying about that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now let me see. Isn't it awesome? Okay. Does it feel like it sticks to your hand when it's dry if you get your hand? No, not really, but I have some other stuff that I know is dino bone and it doesn't stick either. Do Crazy Adventure Road Trip. Program that reads the chat to you, but you have to. Oh my goodness, that's cool. And I don't really know where all of this material came from. Some of this may have been locally collected. He may have rockhounded some of this, and he was a member of the club. He was a former member of the Southern Alberta Rockhounds. And so I'm sure that they took some trips and gathered some material themselves. But I know for a fact that a lot of this was not local. Like there were whole lots of Montana agate, and I have some slabs that are labeled Graveyard Point, moss agate, things like that, that I know he must have purchased or traded or something, because I mean, Montana agate obviously didn't come from Alberta. I mean, they do find agates up there that are similar to what I find here. Obviously, it's only 7 miles away for me to be in Canada. But yeah, some of this I have no idea where it came from. So if you guys see something that's you are certain you know what it is or where it came from, especially when we start looking at these slabs together, please say so. I only had like 2 slabs that were labeled, and like I say, Graveyard Point was one of them. That's a beautiful agate. I like that little orange strip right in the middle of that. That is going to be pretty slabbed. Somebody started. There's no cracks in it. It's got water lines. It's got cool stuff happening. That's a cutter. Oopsies. It might be an agate, but boy, it's dark. Probably is an agate. Very dark. Here's an agate. Not as dark. Nice little rind on him. That's beautiful. I'm not entirely sure what to call that. Agate? Chert? Jasp agate? I mean, like this part, the white part looks like it's probably opaque, not translucent, but it looks like it's got agate banding through it. But it doesn't really feel agate-y. I don't know what that is. It's kind of cool. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Hey, Soul! Wishing you luck at your appointment today. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, my mom is in the chat. Mom was with me. She Miss Daisied me on up there and back. She honestly did some bidding for me too, because I was kind of being a chicken. That's kind of what I thought I would do too, was be a chicken. And she could keep an eye on the room too, like, because she wasn't thinking about bidding. And she was like, I could see that guy was like, he was starting to get hesitant. And she's like, I knew it would just take one more bid. So she actually like grabbed my hand in my little like bidding paddle wand thing and stuck it up in the air for me. I was like, thanks, Mom. Couple of agates. This one's all quartz on this side, agate on the other. It's really pretty. It's kind of got a blue bit to it. Lots of detail. And then just a regular old dendritic, probably Montana agate. Haven't got a clue what this is. I'm trying to put them in the sun, so I'm sorry they're a little off to one side. I don't know what that is, but it is kind of pretty. I don't know what this is either. Oh, it's an agate. I'm looking at the outside of it going, what in the heck? But look. Look at all the banding in there. Let me get it to focus. Maybe. Interesting rock. That's pretty. I wonder if it's just that one spot there, or if there's any more of that happening inside. Maybe another one out there. I wonder where that came from. That does not look like Montana agate to me. This looks like something I could find around here. And I can't think of the name of this rock right now. A basalt, maybe? Some kind of a basalt. I do, like I say, I do find some stuff like that around here. Is that my son? Mobile Island, why are you in my chat? You're supposed to be in school. Does this count as study hall or earth science or geography or something for you? What are you doing? This is pretty. I didn't think I liked this until I put it in the sun. I mean, it's not first on the list of stuff to chop up or anything. Ooh, this is pretty too. Little agate. Not as pretty as that. What is that, you guys? If you know what that is, let me know. If you know what this is, let me know. And if you know what this is, let me know. These three. 1, 2, 3. Here's a probably Montana agate. That looks like total junk. Junk. Whatever that is. This is not my favorite rock in the bunch. It's not terrible, but yeah. Definitely a few in here that I like better. Couple more agates. Ooh, that one still needs a scrub. Just a second. Couple more agates. This one's got a really cool, like, elephant skin texture to it. Not sure I would have picked that up and thought, oh boy, that's an agate. I mean, the end says screams agate, but the rest of it, I probably would have walked right past that and said, that's quartz. It's definitely, as I heard it, as I set it down, I can definitely tell that it's microcrystalline. It's dense. Yuck, this one was filthy. This is like covered in, well, I would probably guess and say like Yellowstone River scum. I don't know, maybe it was found up in Canada. Pretty little agate. This is crazy. Okay. Whatever that is. And I think this is the last rock in here. Gross. Those were really dirty. That really made that water muddy and gross. And one more little agate. All right. Back to the chat real quick for me. There, I called that kid out and he got back in class. Let's see. Yeah, I love that idea. I thought that was an excellent idea. I'm hoping to go Lake Superior. That would be cool, YO. All right. I'm going to put him somewhere else because he's enormous. And I want to push these aside if I can. Oh, you guys. For real? Oh, and then there was this one up here. I didn't get it wet because I don't know if it really wants to be wet. What is this, you guys? Ugh. Get out of the... Hang on. Let me get these out of here so that my camera can focus. What in the world, you guys, is this? Thank you, YO. They are beautiful, aren't they? I mean, let's get it wet. Let's rinse it off and have a look at, because it's, and let's see if I can get you back into the sunlight really quick. It's very blue. Again, like the other one's quite blue, but oh gosh, is it, what is it? Some kind of turquoise? Hang on just a second. My heater came on and I don't want it on. It was brutal cold here this morning. Not maybe brutal. I shouldn't exaggerate it quite that much. Let's see. I want to get you guys so you can see it in the light. Is it malachite or azurite's blue, malachite's green? Is it malachite? Is it turquoise? Come on, focus. Sorry. I know. Hang on just a minute. There, it's focusing kind of. I was going to make it do it. Oh, I'm going to make it do it. Still not doing it. Is it malachite and azurite? Is it blue here and green there? I cannot tell. And if I remember right, this one fluoresced under the UV in some places as well. I don't think it phosphoresced, but I think it did fluoresce. Cut it open. I couldn't agree more, Al. Kind of looks like it what? Malachite and azurite or turquoise? Hey, chubby hubby. Glad you could join us. I have no idea what this is. If you do, please chime in. We should cut it open. Chrysocolla. Ooh, I didn't think of that. That very well could be. I will have to look at that in my book. I'll have to look at some of the other green stuff too. Green and blue are not something we find up here, so I am green and blue oblivious. Excuse my sniffing. Like I say, it was brutal cold up here this morning. It took me forever to get warmed up. And how blue is that too? And green, and I just don't know about blue and green stuff. So yeah, you think how else do we get a green like that without some kind of a copper? I don't know. Or yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. And I'm going to have another sip of this coffee. I told you those rocks were dirty. They made that sink water super gross. Oh, excuse me. And my old people noise. I also have, I'm not joking, guys. I probably came home with at least 80 pounds of rocks in the back of that pickup. Uh-oh. Chintzy little plug was trying to come out of there. It still is. Water's going down the drain. Stay in the sink, water. This is pretty. Oh, sorry, I had to get caught up on the chat there. Look how pretty this is, you guys. Great big old chunk of it. It's like jasper here and agate there, and ooh, almost dropped it. Oh, this is cool. Anyway, do you guys know what that is? I don't know what that is, other than some kind of jasper agate. Like I say, if any of this stuff just screams to you, hey, that's, like I say, I got a cup couple of them labeled over there, but goodness, this thing also very dirty. That's better. We can go with that for now. Should have left that other one here for you guys to look at. How about that? Let's cut that one too. Yeah, this one's really pretty. It's a keeper. I think I see it at all there. I'll leave it there for you to look at for a second. Hey, come on. Quit draining. There we go. Oh, some of this stuff in here I'm, not as in love with as some of the rest of it. This happens to be one of the pieces that I think it's a soapstone. And I think that because I can scratch it with my fingernail. And I think somebody tried to do a little bit of carving in it, like right there. If it isn't a soapstone, whatever it is, it's quite soft, so I don't know. There's that. I don't know what a person does with that. All right, well, it must be a little piece of gravel. Letting that go. See, and this wasn't one of my favorites in this box of rocks down there, but now that it's wet, I have a little change of heart for it. Oh, I don't like it as much this way as I do this way. For sure, this way is the way to go. I'm missing some chats. Let me have a look. I keep losing my towel. How I manage. Oh, it's on the floor. Oh, Mr. Chubby Hubby, paying attention. Yes, I did get something in the equipment department, Mr. Chubby Hubby. I sure did. Rufo's still here too, so let's just do it. Let's just let the cat out of the bag, huh? Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna hang on. We're gonna do the thing. Hang on, I'm sorry. My hand's in the way now, Let's just do it. I'm glad someone was paying attention, Chubby Hubby. If you guys remember, I was saying the other day, hopefully there'll be a bunch of equipment in my driveway. Yeah. Okay, guys, are you ready? In 3, 2, 2.5, 2.5, 2, 1.5, 1. Sorry, my carriage is in the way. Can't see the nice blade on this. Ah! That's a 12, y'all. A 12. A 12. A 12, a 12, a 12. We're talking gravity feed. We are talking 12-inch. Sorry, it's a mess in here right now because I don't have any oil to put in it, which is kind of a blessing in disguise. Because I think if I did have the oil to put in it, I would have it, whoops, I'm trying to shrink that up. There we go. I would have it full already and be cutting in it. And I want to take the time to, it's mucked out. I could have added oil, but as you can see, I have had this thing and I've been scraping and cleaning. And I'm going to only have it empty probably once while I'm waiting for oil. I did not, Rufo. I'm waiting for you. We'll go live together and I'll open it. Actually, not gonna lie, I did open it and I took out the faux meteorites because we did a meteor wrong episode on Topher Spin and I wanted to see if there was anything in there that I could have used. So anyway, it was a lot cleaner inside. There wasn't all of this stuff in here when I bought it. It was, you could have added oil and used it, guys. But I'm never probably going to have it this empty and ready to go. So exactly, I'm going to clean it. It runs. I've ran it. I just haven't cut anything on it yet. It's so awesome. Anyway, let's see, how can I do this and not squish us? See my blue painter's tape up there? That should be a clue. All right. So when I'm done with it, I want the inside to look like the outside does now. Clean. I want everything clean and ready. Let's see, I don't think it's plugged in. No, I unplugged it while I was working on it. It fires up, it runs. It needs a new belt, but that's it. That's it. So I'm going to measure that probably later this afternoon. Like I say, I just painted the outside of this. So I'll take my painter's tape off and everything. But I want the inside. I might even rhino line the inside before I put new oil in it. We'll see. So I did plug it in and fire it up, like I say. Actually, well, let's see. I don't want to run it if there's crud on it, which there isn't. It looks pretty clean over there. All right. Give me just a second to curl back here and plug it in. I want to give the table that it's on a pretty good clean too, but of course it's got a safety so it won't run when it's open, but here we go, guys. Ready? Uh-oh. There we go. She's in there just a turning away. How cool. You guys, I have a 12-inch saw. Prairie Girl Rocks has a 12-inch saw, you guys. What do I cut first? What do I cut second? What do I cut third? You guys, seriously. You have any idea how set for winter I am right now? Oh, by the way, we haven't even gotten to any of this. See, I'm trying to turn you around. There we go. We haven't even gotten into any of this. We haven't even gotten into any of this. How set am I, you guys? Oh, let's see. What did Chubby Hubby say? It has taken a set. You might be able to use hot water to take some of that out. What do you mean? Don't know what that means. You'll have to get in touch with me. Anyway, I'm gonna, like I say, measure the belt, get a new belt. We'll get that running. But you guys, I don't see any reason why that's not gonna cut rocks and do a real good job for me. You guys, I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to tell me. Sure, I'm gonna have some huge learning curve as we get going here, but I'm gonna take you guys along. Let's see. It was, but did you see how effing ripped and shit? Oops, excuse me, shit tore up effort that belt was. It's toast. It was definitely jumping on, but will a new belt maybe not do that? Yeah, will do, definitely, Rufo. Definitely. And so what I hear Rufo saying right now is that he's got a bunch of awesome gem bone that he just can't wait for me to slice for him. absolutely can get a new belt. Like I say, it's a blessing in disguise that I don't have the oil to put in there right now and chop right now, because I am going to go through that with a toothpick and a toothbrush, and it's going to be like brand new when I'm done with it before I start wrecking it, Ralph. So, well, Al, the winter is nearly here, and and I'm gonna have nothing to, oh, and by the way, it probably wouldn't be a lot of people's first choice to put something like that in their living room. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it kind of smells like a hot color crayon, like an old box of hot color crayons, you know, that kind that came out of the abandoned house down the road. Like the box kind of smells, the crayons kind of smell. That's kind of what that saw smells like right now. How beautiful is this, you guys? And so I mean, I'm going to make it just as dirty as it is right now eventually, but when will I have it empty, have the belt off of it, have the, have it all the way, taped off, ready to paint, I will never give it that kind of TLC again, probably. I love this. This is beautiful. I know. I know it's going to smell like that. Rock smell is great. Well, that's probably a good thing that you think that, Al, because I'm pretty sure that my living room's just going to always smell like that. I'd probably smell it in my clothes, my furniture, and everything by the time I'm done this winter. I don't care. The first thing Rebecca said too when she walked in and saw it was, "Oh, that thing takes up some space." And I was like, "I don't care." Oh, it's okay, but this is kind of got that also old dusty, all of the it scrapes off. I've got a tool there and I kind of scrapes off, and it's, gray brown color, dirty, very dirty, dusty, dirty. And so, like I say, I just want to start over fresh. I want all the dust and dirt that's on it to be my dust and dirt. Yeah, yeah, will do, chubby hubby. That's good advice. Thank you for about the belt. Yeah, and I'm getting acquainted with her, as I'm in there cleaning and crawling around, and I'm filthy and exhausted. This has been I've gone nonstop since I went up there. I'm filthy, I'm exhausted, and it's absolutely 110% worth it. And as I'm staying up late and looking at all of these slabs with the UV, and then that's on my break from crawling in there gloved up and scraping oil and crud out of every little nook and cranny in that thing. I'm getting acquainted with her. I'm getting to know her. I'm, giving her the love she wants and needs. Yes, the saw was the only bit of equipment that I came home with, Jennifer. I bid hard on some other stuff, and there was this really nice younger girl there, and she was bidding on a 10-inch saw that I really wanted to get for Becca. And she's like, "Please be nice to us." And I was like, I thought about it for a second. I was nice for a second. I really was, because she pulled my heartstrings and I adored her. She was so stinking adorable, you guys. And then I was like, "Yeah, but Becca," and my paddle went back up in the air. I had to bid on it. But it got a little insane, and I had to let her have it. And I hope she does some really cool stuff with it. Okay, guys, look at that for just a second. I gotta go. Um, the coffee goes in, the coffee comes out. I'll be right back. mean, you guys all know the saying, right? Friends don't let friends get addicted to rockhounding. Friends help friends get addicted to rockhounding. So, I missed the good advice from Rufo. I should probably see. Mom, you'll have to tell me what Rufo said later. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, definitely agree there, Wyo. You hope to someday have a big saw and a flat black. You got to start somewhere, Wyo. I mean, I started on my 6-inch high tech, and it was expensive. So, for me to be able to go up to this auction and score this saw, I don't care how dirty it is. I wouldn't have even cared if it needed total rebuild. I really wouldn't have cared. I would have given my left leg just to have the starting setup to be on the road to having a bigger saw. But I feel like I did really good there. I feel like I'm gonna be able to use this saw and cut a lot of stuff. I'm so glad, Rufo. Thank you. I knew you guys would help me out with this. And I've got lots of stuff to share with everybody. And I'm going to have lots more stuff to be sharing with everybody in the future. So I am just so tickled. A lot of the club members up there, when I checked in and registered, they want to know who you are and how they can get a hold of you. And a lot of them that checked in after me were seeing that I was coming all the way from Montana up to this sale, and they were like, do you run some kind of a business? And I was like, no, but I run a YouTube. So they just kind of couldn't believe it, that I'd be up here wanting all this stuff. What am I going to do with all of this stuff? I'm going to share it with my friends because we got so many pretty rocks out on the prairie. This is gorgeous. I don't know what this is, other than very pretty. I have a tile saw too, and that was kind of a step up because I'm able to kind of slab with my tile saw and then trim with my trim saw, right? And then off to my flat lap where you've got to go through the grits individually. So for me to complete a cab in the get-go, it would take me days to finish a single cab sometimes from start to finish. And so to be able to, it's a gravity feed saw, but to be able to set that up, get it going the right speed, and then to be able to just sit right next to it and be polishing or trimming or whatever while my slabs are cutting and not have to physically be feeding them through the saw is, I mean, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm the happiest girl in the world right now. Thank you, Wyo. I really need a rock studio, Jennifer, in a big way. Yes, I do. Because, like I say, probably wouldn't be a lot of people's first choice to put something like that in their living room. But that's the way it's going to be around here because that's what I decided to do. Besides that, like I say, winter's coming and it's brutal up here. I'm going to want something to do indoors. I'm tethered to that fireplace in the wintertime, feeding it constantly. And so to have something like this, just right there, something that I enjoy right there when it's like lockdown. It's like COVID lockdown in the winter. What is this? Anybody got any ideas? Oh, Chubby's making me laugh right now. Yes, will do, Rufo. Have a good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. Oh. Yes, me as well, Wyo. He cracks me up. His videos crack me up. His editing style cracks me up. What is this? I mean, on the inside, this is not terrible. This is kind of pretty. On the outside, it looks like a hunk of junk. And it's big chunks like this that make, 80 pounds of rock really easy to come home with. This looks like a pet wood. I'm not sure that's what it is. I'm not even a little sure now that I got it wet. It looked like pet wood, but is it? Oh my gosh, you guys. I am going to be going through these rocks forever. Oh, what are you going to do this winter when the weather gets bad and you can't get out of your house? Oh, I'm going to play around with my rocks. Mind my own business, play with my rocks. Oh. I mean, ooh, it's blowing bubbles. It's literally blowing bubbles right there. Boop, boop. I have no idea what this is. Something happening in there. Boy, it probably could honestly use a lot more scrubbing. I mean, maybe we'll throw that in the saw. Maybe we'll just throw it out in the yard in the rock garden. Somebody's probably looking at that going, oh my gosh, don't put that in your yard. That's perfect stone I've been looking for, I have no idea. I was actually shocked up there, some of the stuff that they were bidding on. There was a flat full of rose quartz that I am not entirely sure didn't end for more than I paid for my saw. I was just like, what in the world? Why are we bidding so much on rose quartz? I mean, to me, it blows my mind because, we don't have gem quality rose quartz out here on the prairie, not every day or anything, but we have so much quartz, so much pink quartz, that the idea of coming home with a box full of pink quartz to me was just like totally unappealing. And they were going crazy for it up there. I was thinking to myself, we're picking up the wrong rocks, Rebecca. We got to start picking up quartz. I don't know what Mom and Becca are talking about. I couldn't put the saw in my bedroom because, you got to have a place where you can retreat, right? But exactly, Jennifer. It's still nice out, so what do you do? Oh, and then there's a planned power outage tonight. So I've got a full charge on my UV light. You guys know what I'll be doing when there's no power tonight. We had some northern lights up here the other night too. That was, pardon me, that was a nice little treat. They weren't especially amazing or anything, but they were there, and it's kind of nice as the days get shorter. They get so short up here. They get so short that when you leave for work in the morning, it's dark, and when you come home from work in the afternoon, it's dark. And it's just dark. We live in darkness. So it is nice that as these days get shorter, and I know this darkness is coming, that we get a little sky show. We're almost through this other box. There's like, I don't know, 6 or 8 more rocks down there, but I don't know if we'll even really look at them. I don't know what these are. These agates? Jasper agates? Self-collected stuff, maybe? There's some purple, shirty looking stuff. What is that? I don't know. Red. Red, 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 red. Little agate pocket. That's pretty. Oh, here's a big rock I don't know about. Sorry, that was loud. Anybody know about this? Ugh, there's a piece of grass stuck on me. I can't get it off. There we go. Anybody know about this? ES53. I'm not sure what that says or if it matters. Yeah, there's a lot of banding in it, but what is it? Anybody? Got a guess? Is it some kind of a sandstone? Ah, banded shirt. I don't know. Oh, goodness. All right, let me put the rest of these. Yeah. Oh, here's some kind of a little agate, I'm sure. Here we'll. Or is he just a little piece of. Oh, I don't know. Is he just a little piece of Yep, the words are hard. Oh. All right. Put some of these bigger pieces back in here. How much fun am I gonna have, you guys? Karen's here? Oh, Karen. I got a 12-inch rock saw at an auction up in Canada on Saturday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I can barely handle myself right now. Okay. And Karen, if you missed up until now, I don't know if you've just been lurking or if you just jumped in, but I probably bought about 80 pounds worth of rocks and slabs while I was up there as well. So like, here's some little slabs. We'll look at those in just a minute. Here's kind of some odds and ends that we can look at for now. This is cool, isn't it? I don't know how the focus is going to be because there is a lot going on in the background, but really translucent too, transparent, translucent, whatever the words are. The words again. I'm so exhausted, you guys, that I apologize if the words and the stuff's real tricky for me right now. This piece actually, when the auction was over, a lady and her very young daughter, her daughter looked like, I don't know, 11, 12, kind of about the age when my kid was really into this. They approached me and said, one of your flats of rocks that you bought, one of the slabs, we were bidding against you, and there were just like 2 slabs in there that we really, really, really wanted. And I said, oh, well, you'll probably have to show me which ones they were. Some beautiful agate. And they came up after the sale and they dug through my box. One slab that they picked out looked lots like this. Lots like this one, whatever this is. Some kind of an agate. And the other one, I'm not going to lie, it kind of looked like ocean picture jasper. Like, I was like, I hope you make something pretty out of it. And she was like, really? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And I mean, this has got a little bit of a chatoyance to it. I mean, I was glad to give the rocks to them, especially her daughter was so excited. And she insisted that I go pick something out of their box to trade. And it was this one. I was like, how about a red agate? And they were like, done. Thank you so much. Anybody know what this is? Again, if you guys know definitively what these are, please say so. I know I dig the Turritella too. Very much. There was a crate full of uncut Turritella up there. There were two crates. And I bid pretty hard on them, but they got pretty crazy. Medicine bow egg. Okay. So many nice things. I'm starting to wonder how she got away with only 80 pounds because I was, the first half of the auction, I was holding my dollars for equipment. And then once all the equipment was gone, I was like, sure, let's get some stuff to run through that new saw I just bought. Here's the Turritella. That's a particularly nice piece of it, in my opinion. I love this. I love the situation of the fossils in there. There's the other side. Again, we'll kind of run through this fast. You guys can see I've got a lot of it for us to look at. Oops. I'm reading the comment if you can't tell. Banded calcite, maybe do a hardness test. Thank you, Karen. Yep. Good idea. Other side of this one's pretty too. Couple pieces of this. And this is pretty. The light comes through it really nice. I would say these are the same material. Maybe. Yeah, I'd say the same material. Somebody was going to make a heart out of that. You can see they've got a heart traced on it. I don't know if I would have done that. That's awful close to that edge. The edge of this heart comes awful close to that pocket, and that pocket does go all the way through. I think you'd probably get some breakage if you actually cut that heart out of that slab. Beautiful agate. Oh, while these are the little guys and odds and ends and stuff that I haven't really got sorted yet. Very nice piece. This I love. I don't know what this is. I love it. I bet Karen does too. She really likes the black-white contrasts, simplicity of things. I bet she likes that. Again, anybody know what this is? Please say so. That's pretty. Looks like moss agate to me. Looks like a really fancy moss agate to me. Yeah, I thought you'd like that, Karen. I really did. I'm going to tell you guys too right now, I'm not going to lie. As we look through these, I want you to know I have already high graded the crap out of this. I have already taken my favorites out of all of this. Look, I like the holes in this one. Of course, we have this one that's labeled moss agate. Like I say, there were about 2 or 3 pieces in this whole lot that were actually labeled. I'm gonna be so busy, aren't I, Jennifer? Yeah, Spot. Yep, I agree. How pretty, how pretty. They're so pretty though. Like, look at this one. This is an end piece. Like I say, an end chunk. Oh, it's lunch hour. We're running alive.
I realized.
We are like, I know you were in school, supposed to be in school and joining the chat. Here's an actual slab of this piece. Whoops. Slow it down for you guys. I know we got a lot of rocks to get through, but I don't need to make you motion sick. I love this one.
Whoa.
Again, that simple black-white contrast.
What's up with this one?
I don't know. We don't know what that is. All we could come up with is it's banded.
It's money. No.
But yeah, this one I love. And I got away with a couple pieces of that. Here's some. I actually really like this just top piece of this. I think it would be a large cab
Have you shown them these ones?
to make. I have not. I will right now. Let me have them.
Yes. These ones are my favorite.
These are Caden's. Again, I told you guys we've high graded this stuff. Caden loved these. So he got to pick. There's some pretty faint banding right there. There's this other one. Ooh, my old back. These are my leftovers, exactly, Spot. You got it. You got it. So we're going to have some sales and some giveaways and things like that coming up in the near future. I actually like this, like, dirty looking agate. What about the one with the dots? Looks like yes, I agree. Those look like Montana agate all the way. Not so much this. This actually looks like common opal to me. Really thin though. Again, somebody had planned on making a cab here. And I kind of thought that was silly, but backlit that actually is a pretty piece. I apologize that the camera isn't set up better to show you the backlight on these. Yes, Karen. I love that. Dirty Little Agate should be our band name. There's a little red one. Is our hose running? Are you watering the dog? This is a thunder egg, geode, thunder egg, whatever you want to call it. And I noticed that they were going to put some cabs on here too. And I thought, what the heck? Let me go get my light. Oh, here's one. Why would you do that? That seems silly. But as you can see, the light comes through there. It's quite pretty. So, like I say, at first I was like, really? That was kind of a weird choice. But when I when I held it up to the light, I was like, okay, maybe. Yeah, I can. Okay, I'm on board, I guess. Nice Thunder Egg slab. Yeah. I've got a little bit of everything in here.
Let me get super nose.
Chubby hubby, I just read your comment. You know, and Becca got excited about this because it looks purple, but there was an ink pad in between this and another rock, so that's artificial purple. I like I say, I visited with a whole bunch of them, and they were kind of getting irritated when we were outside not literally getting irritated, but of course poking fun and stuff at each other. And I was like, yeah, I bid $40 on that one flat of rocks, and that's, like a whole $10.25 American. And they were like, shut up. And I was joking with them. I was like, yeah, I'm here to impregnate your town with my American dollars. They were like, oh my goodness. So yeah, we had so much fun up there. They were just so nice. These agates are beautiful.
Dude, what is this?
That is a piece of aragonite. My boy just picked one of these up. And I'm not going to joke, you guys. There's a band in here that phosphoresces for like ever. So yeah, there were like 3 chunks of this, and there were 4. I gave one to Becca. She was getting her kicks off of how long that phosphoresced after. Here's a red one. There's a pink one, and a blue one, and a red one, and a yellow one, and they all are very pretty. Oh, this agate almost looks naughty.
Orange.
Couple pieces of it here. Really pretty. Really pretty when the light goes through it. This has a label of some sort on it, and I can't read it. It's not all that beautiful. So does this. What is this? I can never remember. Help me out, guys. I know you know what this is. Come on. Yes, but Karen writes the words to the songs because she's more clever with her words than I am. Rhodonite. Thank you, Jeff. And it's not a slab, it's an end cut.
What's rhodonite? Is that rhodonite?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Yes, it is. I think you're right, Jeff. I do believe you're right.
Pink hunting camo rock?
Here is that big crazy agate that we looked at. It obviously broke coming through someone's saw here. Wow, it's got some common opal in it right there. But
I still can't convince my science teacher that that's common opal.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you have to argue with your teacher.
I seen a bit of it on the table the other day because I guess the class below us is learning about rocks already.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it was common opal. She's like, that's not common opal. And I was like, yes, it is.
This has got some kind of nasty clear coat on it, but it's a pretty piece.
Spicy hot.
What about the blue ones here, you guys? Again, blue and green, not my strong suit. I am not as awesome at identifying. I think this is jade or jadeite, or maybe even a serpentine. Let's see. Nope. That is a obsidian. Oh, come on, light. And a pretty one at that.
Can I fill this with water, Mom?
Sorry, I'm trying. Yeah, go ahead, son. Trying to get the camera line up here.
Can I have the Earl bar, Mom?
Oh.
We all beg for them.
Everybody take one arrow bar and then you all stay out of my arrow bars. I bought like $60 worth of arrow bars while I was up in
Does that mean
Canada
I get
too.
another arrow bar? Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Anybody? What have we got here? Sodalite or lapis for the blue. Okay, I agree. Probably lapis because I don't remember it popping under the UV. Probably this piece too then. And maybe even this one. I don't know. Awesomite, amazingite. How about that?
Blazite.
Oh, let's never call it blazite. Looks more like lapis. Okay. What about the greens?
Pyrite? That's a
That
good
almost
question.
looks like crappy jade. What is that? Uh-oh.
Coming
Will you
up.
plug my phone in, please? Right there?
Boink. Over here.
Thank you.
What are these? Beds of rocks?
The blue and gray say azurite. Yeah. Is there pyrite in it? No, I don't think so. Azurite, lapis. What about the green? This actually might be common opal. My kid just said common opal, and he might be right about that. But what is this?
Jasper?
Looks like nephrite. This I agree. Nephrite or some kind of serpentinite or I agree. But what about this one?
Uranium. No. Does this have copper on it?
I don't know. We have been discussing this one as well. I don't know if Karen was here for this one. Sorry about the camera.
I would almost
I
say
don't
that's
know.
oxidized copper.
I don't know blue-green colors. Okay, maybe some of that coppery color in there. Sure, son.
Whoa, what is this? Oh, you gotta cut this open, Mom.
Yeah, I know. That's one of my favorite rocks out of that whole bunch.
Dude, look at that pocket.
I know, right?
Did
That
you
one
show them
and
that?
yeah, this one and this one.
Dude,
look
this
at that
is
one.
awesome. What's to see about this one? It's light. It's pretty awesome.
I know. Is it bone? Is it wood? Sorry, I'm having two conversations. I'm talking with you guys on YouTube. I'm talking to my kid. He says we're going back through. Is it a jade? A small jade? Jade? Yeah, I don't know. Kid says, whoa. Whoa. Show him this one more time. Go back to where you started and show him this.
Whoa.
I know a lot of these rocks are making us say, whoa. I think somebody even said their fingers are getting tired of poking the words, oh my gosh, that's pretty.
Is Grandma still here? Or did she leave?
I don't know.
Kind of popped in and popped out.
Chrysocolla on the rock, on the rough one maybe. Okay, I appreciate that suggestion. I wondered if it was a malachite or something, but chrysocolla, it's a good guess. Mm-hmm. All right, have a great rest of your day at school. I love you.
Yeah, love you too. Bye.
Bye, baby.
What
Oh.
do you eat besides noodles?
Of course, there's even more green and blue ones, guys. What do you want to eat other than noodles? Is that what you just asked me?
I said, what can I eat other than noodles? Maybe.
Okay. Sorry. All right, here's a whole bunch more blue and green. Oops. Just shot it out in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely. Cut it, do some hardness tests. Yeah. I have no idea where they're from, Jeff. I got them in an estate sale. Yeah. So. Absolutely way too much fun. So we blew through that box pretty quick. That was kind of a mix. There's all kinds of stuff. Like some of it was slabbed, some of it was whole, some of it was ends. Again, yeah, just my leftovers. This is just my leftovers. I've already high graded this. Brother probably wants a bunch of this agate. And I need to still check. When I was cleaning these, it was nighttime. And I still need to check and make sure I'm not missing any iris or anything impressive. That one's really pretty. So there's a pile of agate. That one's even already polished. That does not look like Montana agate though. Some little bits. Bone. Oh, what is that? Tiger eye. Some of these would make cute calves. Yeah, I just don't know where all they came from. I got them from a estate sale, Jeff. Check those for iris. Exactly. Montana agates. Oops, you said it's okay. Yeah. Some of this stuff is obvious, and then some of it I'm like, I should know, but I don't know. That's a pretty piece. Somebody was going to make some cabs out of that. Pretty little agate. There were a whole bunch of this particular agate. Just some interesting stuff. And like I say, some of these littler pieces would make really pretty cabs. There's a nice agate slice. This one's kind of interesting. It's really chonky, really thick, but he's got a fun little eye happening right in the middle of him. Somebody was working this piece. What for, I don't know. Here's some pet wood. It's pretty when it's wet. The red really pops. And I managed to get together quite a bit of this agate slabs. They're pretty. There's a bunch of those. Okay, we blew through that pretty quick. That being the point of that. Just to get through it real quick. Oh my goodness. Guys, look. How many hours of work do you suppose that this one box represents? You know, I mean, just wow. Just wow. I just can't imagine. Like I say, there weren't very many of these that were labeled, but this one was labeled Graveyard Point. Graveyard Point agate, I believe is what that says. It's almost polished on this side. Somebody worked this piece even a little bit. I don't know if it's the most graveyardy or the most pointy graveyard point that I've ever seen, but it was fun playing Guess the Rock. Have a great week. Thank you, Jennifer. You as well. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's enough stuff in here that I'll be busy this winter. This one's kind of pretty. And not only that, but like I say, I'll be able to share a lot of this stuff with you guys. And you guys get kind of a first preview of it here, so you kind of know like what I have, what I just got here. I mean, it's so much. Is it not like so much to take in? There's lots of really, really big slabs too. Like I said, I give Rebecca a lot of the really big slabs, but some kind of a picture jasper. It's kind of scenic down here. A couple pieces of that. I don't know what this is. A jasper. Sure is pretty. I don't know what this is. Anybody know what this is? I should know what this is, but I don't. Exactly, Jeff. Material to share with everybody. And plenty to cab with as well, yes. I don't know. There's a piece too of, I don't think it's coral. Is it just some kind of like a bird's eye jasper or a rhyolite? Is it a rhyolite even? I don't think it's a coral. Hey, Andrew. Glad you stopped in. A bird's eye rhyolite. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too, Jeff. Like I say, I should know right off the top of my head what this is, but being overwhelmed and exhausted, I'm like, yeah, the words are just... Now, Jeff, I did get on Discord last night. You guys, and I left a comment. I'm sure you saw it. You guys have all the fun. But yeah, this is why I haven't been caught up since Saturday. Like I say, I got home just in time from this sale to run up to my boy's homecoming football game, his senior homecoming football game. This is pretty. It's an end chunk.
Glass lids go. Why do we have two glass lids?
It's easier on my hands. Ooh, but in here is a little bit of essential oil. So every time I spray this, it's pleasant. And I wouldn't get that in just a little sink. I could put some essential oils in the sink, I suppose, but I don't mind the water. It smells wonderful. And it's making the rocks smell a little bit prettier too. This is pretty. I mean, seriously, guys, this material has got to come from everywhere. And it just never ends. This one's kind of plain, but that almost looks like a brick brown. I'm not thoroughly in love with that. That one's pretty. Here's a piece of pet wood. This one's pretty. I like these little florets in it. These are my leftovers, you guys. I've already high graded this. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Jeff. Plain one could be used as a backing. You are right about that. A few of these, maybe even you could do that with. Or if you were super unconfident and just wanted to get some practice on some stuff and not ruin nice stuff, those would be a great option for somebody just learning how to get going. If you wanted to try some kind of proprietary experimental something, they might be good for that. Also, I've seen like I'm gonna not, this is pretty when it gets backlit. What's her name made that for the Theo Kellison's challenge one year? She made the map, and the different stratigraphic layers in her map were different colors of rocks. That would be a great one for a project like that. Yeah, that red and black one. This one. YO, is that the one with the black that was pretty cool? This one's pretty. Just some plain old agate. Pretty though. Speaking of agate, oh, that's a jasper of some kind, hey? That's pretty. I actually really like that. It's really pretty. Really pretty. I'm pretty sure I already pulled a piece of that out though. For me. Another huge chunk of agate. Brother might want a lot of these agates, so while I have high graded this, brother has not, and he gets next pick. Here's you a big piece of like nephrite or jadeite or something, kind of dark, not the nicest. This is pretty. I love this. Didn't see it good enough. I'm sorry. Oh, the one that you thought might be goldstone. It's buried now. I don't know where it went. 3 pieces. Blue, white, green, white. Let me see if any light passes through it before we try. Yeah, on the very edge, and it is green. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that on... Oh, my light's in my pocket. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Can you see the little bit of green right on the edge? If it was focusing, that would help. Yep, right there. Otherwise, it doesn't pass color through. But yeah, on the very edge, it's given me a green hue. Jade isn't cheap. Well, it's not my favorite stone, so it's in my leftovers box. Some of these slabs, I'm sure, are not cheap. And just because I don't like them doesn't mean that you guys aren't going to absolutely love them. So there's a lot of this stuff for you guys, you know. Somebody's got a jade project, there's a piece. It's like I say, I don't think it's the nicest. Here's a little dollar slab. Look at that. Make a couple cabs out of that. Oh, there was one like this earlier. We should get them together. If we can. Oh, there was that other wood one you guys might have been referring to. I do need a stronger flashlight. And I will probably sell it, Wyo. I just really, like, I haven't even got my head fully around what is here yet. And so I can't even start to think about what kind of prices I want for anything. And then also, like I say, brother still gets to high grade this stuff, so maybe he wants it and maybe it won't be for sale. I don't know. I doubt he wants it. But there will be a lot of this available for you guys. It's pretty. Because, yeah, I have another box. I have another box that I've already picked out my stuff. So, yes, we're going through this pretty fast. Yes, it's a lot overwhelming. Like somebody said, holy cow, how many times can I type? So pretty, so pretty. Here's a purple one. I don't know how purple it's looking on the camera, but there's a purple one. Drop another little bit of water in here. Okay. This one's pretty. Very pretty. Not only do I have all these slabs, guys, but as soon as we get some oil and we get that 12-inch running, I'm going to have a lot of my own material slabbed. I'm not overly fond of that. I guess it's pretty. Ooh, the focus. We are struggling. Focused for a second. There we go. It's pretty. I'm going to show this one dry just a little bit first. And then wet. Petwood. Petwood. For somebody who I just saw said in the chat that they love the petwood. I'm not sure what that is. Jasper. That's pretty. Kind of a purple and green color. Oh my goodness, you guys. Like I say, how many hours? Here's another thunder egg. Geode, whatever you want to call it. How many hours worth of work is represented in just this box alone? Hours and hours of collecting time. Hours and hours of scrubbing those rocks up. This looks more like a Graveyard Point than that other one that was labeled Graveyard Point does even, but I'm not sure what that is. Hours of cleaning these rocks and then, you know, then getting them into the saw and then taking the time to slab and saw each one. And then, I mean, it's just this. We find this here everywhere. everywhere. Granite, probably. This one's super weird. What is that? Purple? Purple and white? It's really weird, huh? Well, Jeff, if you would like a few of these for display, we could probably make that happen. Anybody else in here who wants some for display or for cabbing work, stay tuned, because as soon as I do get my mind around this and we have a minute to, I'll grab, like, you know, I'll grab a good big handful of these and we'll have a sale one night. We'll do lots of giveaways and things, you know. I do to some degree need to make a little bit of money back on this, not necessarily in slab form. I plan on making some of my money back by making cabs out of some of the slabs, but to some degree I do need to make a little bit of money back on some of these. So hopefully you guys fall in love with something you see here today or on another day when we're having a sale, and we can get you something you love and also kind of my expenses there. I don't know what happened. My phone just got dark and came back. But yeah, I mean, if that's what your heart desires, is to display some of these, like I say, we could definitely make that happen. And again, I'm sorry I went through them so fast today. We've got just a handful more here, but could you imagine if we started, you guys, all the way back on whole rocks. Do you even remember how beautiful some of the whole rocks were? I mean, it's almost mind-numbing just to sit here and look at all these slabs. It almost makes you forget how beautiful some of those other rocks were and how busy I'm going to be slabbing those to offer more slabs to you guys in the future even. And now we're down to like the last two. Like, we wet this one earlier, looked at it again. It's kind of scenic down here, kind of pretty. And there's one more. And it's probably the last biggest one. I kept looking. It's so big I can barely get it. I can barely get it all the way in frame. See my handprint on it though. And it's scenic. It's pretty. There's one more whole box of rocks that I haven't even gotten into yet. It's Jasper's Agates and Petwoods. You know, it takes some time to go through all this stuff. It all needed a good rinse. It all needed sorted and organized. And this is, like I say, this is only farther along here. I've got, plus I've had to work. I've had football games to go to and things like that. And I'm at work daydreaming about my saw and the slabs and all of the cool things and fun times we're going to have with all this material. And then I get home and I'm like, I should be sleeping. Oh, no. Guess what I'm doing? Checking things out with the UV light till 2 o'clock in the morning, you know? So, like I say, filthy. I'm filthy. I have been crawling around inside that saw. I'm exhausted. But I couldn't be a happier camper. I honestly, there is still so much exploring to do here. You know, like, what is this stuff down here? I want to find out. I want to put these through the saw and find out. I've got a smaller saw in the meantime while we're waiting for some oil. And like I say, new belt for sure on that big saw. It needs a new belt. It's nice that they didn't pitch the belt that was there just so that I could turn it on and make sure everything works. So it's nice that they left it there, even though it's crappy. It's obviously not going to stay there, but At least I get to hear it fire up and run. Whoop! Whoop, 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 whoop. Yay! So, lots. I hate to interrupt your regularly broadcasted show and tell of Montana Rocks, and I missed I usually do an actual show, YouTube show, like, not alive, not, sorry, I got an itch. I usually do a show. I try to get it out Sunday night or Monday, and obviously we missed it. I've been just busy, so busy. Painting the new saw, cleaning the new saw, sorting all of these rocks, cleaning them up, looking at them, trying to decide what's here, what am I going to do with it all, and know what size to get. How do I know what size belt to get? My significant other works at Four Corner Pipe and Supply, and they've got some belts there. If I measure the belt and then stretch it out and tell him how much, they've got a conversion sheet that'll tell him what size belt I need. That's the way I understood it anyways. So yeah, the guys, like I say, my boys, my sons are very mechanically inclined. They tinker, they love to tinker. When they were kids, it used to tick me off so bad. I'd buy them a brand new toy and they'd have it tore apart in 5 seconds. And I'm like, what the heck, I mean, these toys just aren't made the way they were when we were kids, but that's what they wanted to know, how that toy worked, and tearing it apart to them was entirely worth not having the toy anymore, because now we know how it worked. But they've been tinkerers since forever, so any kind of little adjustments, and if it needed a new switch, if it needed a new electrical work, that's not something they can't handle, and then some. So I luck out in that department. I got in-house tech service and in-house tinker service. So when it comes to stuff like that, I can pass the buck. Here, fix this for me. So yeah, I've been just crazy busy. I'm so excited. Look at me. I feel like a squirrel packing away nuts for winter. Look at all my pretty nuts. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'll be happy all winter long. I'll be checking in on everybody though, going, how are you doing? Are you coping? Are you okay? Are you okay? I still miss the outdoors part of things, even though my mind and hands are busy. I still miss the fresh air and the outdoors and stuff. So it is a home built kit saw, so there is no maker model on it. So but yeah, like I say, I don't care. There were some name brand saws up there. There was a 20-inch saw, and it went for, more than I paid for my truck. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't pay that much for it. And there was a 10. I got the 12-inch. There was a 10-inch saw too that went for 2 or 3 times as much as my 12 went for. Again, why? Because it doesn't have a model name on the front of it. I could paint Covington on the outside of it if it made everybody feel better. But I'm not gonna. I'm okay with it not being a Highland Park or a Covington or a Kingsley or whoever. No, it's all right. It's all right. It suits me. It suits me just fine. Wyo's taking off, getting ready. Yeah, we're getting ready to call it a day here too, Wyo. So I'm glad you guys stopped in. It's been killing me to not. I've been just wanting to scream it from the rooftop. I've got a 12-inch and a whole bunch of slabs to share with everybody. Oh my gosh, it's been just. I've been biting my tongue for the last 3 days in everyone's chats and trying not to blow up everyone's messenger. I blew up Bear's messenger. I'm sorry, Rocky Mountain Bear, for sending you 65 messages in 4 days. Actually, I don't know if it was quite that bad, but I was like, Rocky Mountain Bear, you got to see this. You got to know. Somebody's got to know. I got to tell somebody. So yeah, my immediate friends and family have had their ears chewed off. And then Bear too. I tried to kind of pull the reins back a little and not totally blow everybody's feeds and stuff up with it. But yeah, get ready, guys. It's coming your way. You're about to just get smothered, absolutely overwhelmed with slabs and rocks and rock cutting videos, and it's coming. There's just, I'm so busy, and no, I said on Tyler's live last night. Tyler was having a live package opening from Jackie, and I was like, I haven't slept in days. I mean, I have slept, and I've even made myself go to work like a responsible adult, but man, it's been hard. It's been so hard. I'm like, every time I'm like, I don't want to leave my rocks alone. They might get lonely. Like, and there's so much that I can be doing here that, oh man. Like I say, there's a planned power outage tonight. It starts at 11 and goes to like 6 o'clock in the morning. I got my UV light charged. I'm ready to go. So, yeah, you guys get ready. Slabs coming your way. Slab cutting videos. Stay tuned for updates on the saw as it comes along. It's got some fresh paint on it now, and I'm still just cleaning it and getting it ready. And the oil is ordered. It's on its way. In about a week, we're going to have some oil. So I'm so excited to see what you do with the 12-inch. Me too. Me too. Again, the decisions I have to make right now are just, you guys, what do I cut first? What do I cut second? What do I cut third? How do I sleep at night? What would you do? What would you do if you were in my shoes? Leave it in the comment right now. I'm going to read through those comments as we end this video. And I'm going to sing the song. I'm going to sing the song and say goodbye while you guys tell me what you would cut first and what would you do if you were in my shoes. The oil is coming in at the end of the week. What would you put in it first? All right. Here we go. We're going to sing the song. It's too bad Angie's not here. She loves the song. So, pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Come back again. We'll do it soon. Oh, yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm reading these comments, and we'll see you guys around. Stay tuned. Oh, by the way, there is some auction footage in an upcoming video where you'll get to see a lot of the other stuff that I didn't bring home, that I didn't bid on and bring home. And I just want to say it out loud one more time. A huge thank you to the Southern Alberta Rockhounds. They did an excellent job at that auction. Excellent job at the auction, and it was such a pleasure to meet them and hang out with them. You know, telling the guy, quit playing with my rocks, and he's laughing. Another gal bid on an entire flat full of Montana agates, and of course I made my joke that those are a 14 on the Mohs hardness scale, and the whole room chuckled. Nowhere can I make a joke like that and the whole room chuckle. I was in a paradise, you guys. I had the best day. I'm still on a high. Just the nicest people. So many little jokes and fun things, you know. I mean, absolute pleasure. I've never had more fun spending my money. Thank you, Southern Alberta Rockhounds. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Do the thing. Go spread the love. Leave a nice comment, a thumbs up. Do the thing, you know, and I'll see you guys around. I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. So excited. What a great Wednesday. You guys, I hope my excitement carries along with you for the rest of your week, and I'll see you again soon. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.